Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that we're going to talk about tonight is something that you guys need to be aware of, and to be honest, it's a cause for concern. This is focusing on Moms Demand Action and how many Moms Demand Action volunteers they got into positions of power across the United States last night from all their efforts in campaigning and training candidates. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think about this one. And I'm also going to walk you through how we're going to beat this into the ground for the rights of the next generation. Of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. And we are about to dive into this. Okay, my brothers and sisters, this is a point of concern. Honestly, can we beat it? Yeah, we can beat it, but we need to be active. Speaking of active, check out what you guys accomplished with the second press letter going to Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. 12,000 of you signed on to this letter. It's going to be printed out physically. It's 875 pages of signatories, and it's going to go directly to his office. That's something that you guys enabled, and thank you. We're doing stuff. Now, the secondpress.co, that's something that I put together. I need you guys all to go check it out because that's how we're going to build the infrastructure to fight this and pass the blessing of the Second Amendment on to the next generation. Because what they are doing, and it's completely free, by the way, it gets you into the infrastructure and the system, and you guys can check for all the data without being interrupted by YouTube or anybody else. So, check this out. This came out today. Shannon Watts. Update. As of this morning, 49 Moms Demand volunteers across the U.S. won their races last night, from school boards to mayoral races to state houses. In fact, Moms Demand volunteers turned lawmakers now make up nearly 10% of the Virginia House of Delegates. That's a concern. I'm not going to whitewash that and tell you that's not something that's concerning. That's what they're doing. They've been doing this for a couple of years. We've been talking about all the infrastructure they've been putting in place. But let me show you this little plan that they've got. Magically, the timing was so weird. The day after an election, ABC puts out this little special about Moms Demand Actions, Every Town for Gun Safety, blah, 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 blah.
We have over 43,000 fatal shootings that are caused every year. And every day, it's 120 people are shot and killed by guns. It doesn't matter if it's Democratic, Republican, gun owners. I talk to so many people, and they're just tired of this.
Guns are the #1 killer of children and youth today. Because of that, we want to come in and make that change.
So it's, okay, there's 2 points there that are quite obvious. We can obviously say that, yeah, there's 43,000 impacts of guns, as they would say, gun violence in the United States each year. They're not telling you that over 50% are suicides. That dramatically increases or decreases the impact of what they're trying to tell you, so they're not going to tell you that. And then at the very end, the girl who said the repeated lie of children and youth, it's the most deadly thing ever. That's not true. We've debunked that many times. But that's not the point. The point is they're holding these clinics and training people using these talking points, which are not true, and we refute every night on this channel, to propagate into them becoming candidates for office in your local environment. We're going to fight this. Go to secondpress.co and sign up completely free. But I need you there. We need to unify and we need to be together to fight this beyond just me telling you they're lying and sharing information about how they're lying. We are going to take the next steps. It's being turned on, and I need you guys there because it is time to fight because this is something serious. So now, let's go to the second point here. The second thing that they put up was, I don't want to, let's just play it.
From last year's election cycle, we had 275 candidates run, and we had 158 win. That's nearly 60%. So we're really excited about the success of the program, really demonstrating that people want to take it in their own hands and really solve this problem.
So a 60% success rate. I don't know about you guys, but if you do 60% success rate on anything that you're doing, whether it be gun rights, gun control, stock market, buying and selling Amazon goods, you're going to do just fine. You're going to achieve what you're trying to achieve. Now, I'm not telling you this is the end of the world because, like I said, we're going to beat it. Secondpress.co, linked in the description, free. We're going to beat this together, and the law is still in place, the Constitution is still in place, but if this continues unanswered, which is what we're going to do together, it's going to be more difficult because they're going to flood the system with unconstitutional laws. That's what will come from this. They are flooding the zone across the board from local all the way up. Again, we can beat this and destroy this, but we need to be together. Now, that's what they're doing with a 60% success rate according to their own executive director. But now, let me show you the talking points of kind of where they're going with this. Check this out.
feel like the politics has been put ahead of their safety and their own lives. Once the program is completed, there's so many options as far as what they can jump into, as far as offices they can run for, or even running campaigns.
So they put millions upon millions of dollars into this program, and they're not only training people to be candidates who are what they call gun sense, they're really gun control advocates that are dressed up as politicians, but they're also training people to run campaigns for those that can't. They're using the strategy of force multiplication. That's what they're doing. They're dropping into communities. They're using their funding from Moms Demand Action and Every Town for Gun Safety to the tune of millions of dollars to train multiple different activists, to train multiple different campaign offices, to train multiple different campaigns, all with propagated numbers which are fictitious. We can beat this together, but we need to identify what they're doing, and this is a threat. It's not going to end us, but it is a problem as it continues to go. The bigger that this gets, the harder it's going to be to fight it later on, which is why secondpress.co through the letters, a lot of other things that aren't coming in yet, and a centralized source of information is what we need to do this and beat this back. I hope that you guys see the issue here, and I also hope you guys are on board with doing something about it rather than me just telling you how they're going to screw you and then telling you the next day how they're going to screw you some more. No, let's do it. Let's actually make something happen here. I hope to see you guys over there. I can't wait to print out this letter and send it to the Speaker of the House. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.